does leveraging play a larger role in AIFs, or is just limited to long and short?
See, on the alternate side, products can be, the PPM can allow you to go ahead and build portfolios which allow you to take leverage. You could actually go ahead and hedge your portfolio. You could completely hedge your portfolio to that extent. The long short is anyway a portfolio where you have to use leverage to that extent. So leverage is definitely available on the alternate side. But higher the leverage, please understand the risks assigned to that is also higher because you are basically, leveraging on your capital base of capital. So the alternates allow you to do that. Now it is up to the strategies that you are running, whether you need it or you don't need it. Yeah, that is all defined by the PPM. As of today, in PGIM, we run one Cat 3 AIF and we do not use leverage at all in our portfolio.
Okay. But as a segment, somebody, if required, they can only get an access to leverage through a long short fund.
Right.
And there are many options today available on a long short. At the same time, long only funds.
Right.
Nice. From a performance perspective, because when we look at, we did discuss about the strategies. We did discuss about the your alignment with the investor, leveraging. From a performance perspective, is it difference from mutual fund when we're talking about PMS and AIFs?
Performance perspective in terms of
Reporting.
Performance reporting perspective. Okay, yeah. See, mutual funds are probably one of the most transparent, portfolios where the NAV gets declared on a daily basis. So it cannot be, I don't think there is anything as transparent as the mutual fund. From a reporting perspective, in the PMS, the client has access to his portfolios on a daily basis. So he can also go and check into the portfolios every day to figure out what is the kind of performance. So the PMS per se, vis-a-vis the mutual fund, I think the reporting return measurements can be done on a daily basis by the client at his end or the mutual fund reporting out there. The AIF is a little different. Different AIFs, the alternates are structured very differently. In our alternates, we go ahead and declare the NAV on a 15-day basis. And similarly, the portfolios are disclosed on a similar time frame. So disclosure norms are a little different here. It is the most transparent part of the market. It happens to be the mutual fund and a PMS to that extent because the client has access to his own portfolios. The AIF is more on either a fortnightly or a monthly basis as the industry across the industry.
Okay. So basically, if you put money in AIF, you need to have a patience from a reporting perspective. Uh, Minimum to do with 15 days,
Yes.
which can go to a quarter if at all they invest in a private equity investment.
Absolutely.
On a credit fund, also similar, or you have some other inputs on that?
So these are basically the individual people. The individual portfolios would have their own, disclosure norms, which are probably talked about in their PPM. So within credit funds also there could be different reporting timeframes.
Okay.
Let's say a Cat 3 like us, we declare it every 15 days. There are Cat 3 similar funds which do it on a monthly basis.
Okay. Can you throw some light in terms of your fund now? From the investment opportunity, if somebody puts money in your AIF, uh, how does he? What are the benefits for him to participate in your fund? And what would be the strategy that you are currently looking at, knowing the market currently?
So see, frankly speaking, PPMs, these are actually direct contracts with clients. We don't talk about them specifically, but I can talk to you about what we are seeing in the markets, and hence where are the segments where you can go ahead and make money. Our belief is today where India is, we are very, very well positioned from a 3-5 years perspective in terms of the growth opportunity and hence, different segments doing very well in the markets. When we look at India with a 5-10 years perspective, We clearly believe there are four trends which will play out very well in the country. One happens to be private sector capex. That is coming back very, very strongly in the country. Uh, Corporates across sectors, their balance sheets are very clean and they are seeing demand come back. If demand is coming back, balance sheets are clean, you will invariably go ahead and set up capex. And that is something that we are seeing. So one of the trends that will play out over the next 5 years to probably even a decade is private sector capex coming back, largely funded internally, without taking internal accruals. That is one. The second trend that is going to play that we are clearly seeing playing out is financialization of savings, and that's a part where you are also a part of it. We are also a part of it. People have understood that the kind of returns probably which India will generate on the equity side over the next 3, 5, 10 years are going to be reasonably humongous and inflation beating. So, lot of money is moving out of deposits, which were just lying out there in with the banks, to probably the mutual funds, AIFs, PMSs, or direct equities. So there is financialization of savings which is happening. This is about 3, 4% today. We believe over the next 5 years, this will cross a 10% kind of a mark. And that will be a big opportunity that will play out. The third trend that we see is digitization and technology. Now, this again, frankly, because of the UPI being enabled, Aadhaar being enabled, and good internet access. Um, we are seeing a lot of businesses moving to the digital part of it. Uh, Other than that, on the private equity side, plus the listed side, there are some very, very interesting IT and digital companies, listed, unlisted. We believe over a period of time, many of them will come to the public listed market also, opening up a lot of opportunities there. So that will be the third large trend which we believe that will play out. And lastly is discretionary consumption and healthcare. Now, here, given the size of the market, the per capita GDP, today we are at about 22, $2,300. We clearly believe, and this has been demonstrated across a lot of developed economies, that as per capita GDP moves up, discretionary spending goes through the roof. And that is going to happen in a country like India also over the next 5, 10 years. It could probably be a decadal story. Along with that, the underpenetration of hospitals, Medicare, medical facilities that are available in the country, we believe that will also be a reasonably long-term structural story which will play out. So these are the four trends: private sector capex, digitization, uh, financialization of savings, and discretionary consumption and healthcare. These are four segments which we believe will have long-term ramifications, and a lot of opportunities will open up in these four segments.